question which has remained for a long time is SEBI has an informal guidance system. There have been cases in the past where informal guidance has been given to some persons. They act on the basis of the informal guidance. And then they are told that, what you've done is not right, it's violative of the regulations. And when they say, but we got informal guidance, they're told that you went to the wrong department to get it, and this does not bind us. So I was wondering whether there is a scope for an advanced ruling mechanism where I want to make an investment in a particular manner, but I don't know whether I'm on the right side of the law. From an informal guidance regime to an advanced ruling mechanism.
This informal guidance scheme through circular has been there, I believe, since 2003-04, and it was at that time what is happening in SEC was examined, and I have been told that it may not have kept pace with the changes in what SEC did thereafter. But I think at that time it was based on experience of SEC similar guidelines. Now, of course, to begin with, there are three differences. Of course, that can be first one. If I say that the Act itself doesn't provide for it, the Act could be amended, as like Income Tax Act itself provides for it, and then it says it will be binding on both the applicant and the department, which is not the case here. But other thing which is to be seen is that in terms of the advanced ruling in tax department is quite targeted and specific, if I may say, as compared to the vast functions which SEBI has. And there it is whether there is a tax liability, yes or no. And so there can be more quantification in yes and no terms in terms of tax department or the Income Tax Act or even under GST, as compared to a regulatory job of like SEBI, which so many intermediaries, so many functions, and many a times similar looking circumstance will have some nuance, and the order which is passed by the adjudicating officer or the member may be slightly different. So we actually examined it, and we found that it is not really, may not be really comparable to tax department to have an advanced ruling sort of feature in the legislation. As of now, it doesn't exist anyway. And but to the other point, that if informal guidance has been given, to that should be adhered to. That's something which I think will have some introspection, and that part is valid. That once you, if there is a specific case you're saying, then you shouldn't turn around and say something else.